Hi and welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to be doing my match reactions to the Portugal versus Slovenia game, as well as a quick match reaction to the France versus Belgium game. And to be honest, both games weren't that great tonight, but we had a very interesting and very dramatic ending to the Portugal versus Slovenia game. But anyways, yeah, let me get started with our match reactions. So the game ended with a score of 0-0 at the end of 90 minutes. It then went on to extra time, which again, neither team was able to score. So the game went on to penalty shootouts with Portugal won by 3-0. But what basically happened was, if I'm being honest, the game wasn't that great. Honestly, it wasn't that great. I mean, Portugal, as you would expect, dominated the game. They had more of the chances or the better chances in normal time, in the normal 90 at least. They seemed to create more chances than Slovenia, but in as much as they created chances, they weren't that great. Like they weren't. I mean, Slovenia, they came in with tactics of parking the bus and just hoping to hit Portugal on the counter attack. And to be honest, I can't say I blame them. It worked for them. They basically hang in there throughout the 90 minutes. In as much as Portugal, like I said, they tried, man. They attacked, but they just couldn't put the ball in the back of the net, I mean, Cristiano Ronaldo, I'm not going to lie, he was poor tonight. If I'm being honest at this point, right, if the performance that was dropped by Cristiano Ronaldo tonight was dropped by any other player in a Portugal shirt, they would have been replaced. Roberto Martinez would have definitely replaced them. But since it's Cristiano Ronaldo, and we all know how things work when it comes to the Portugal national team, I mean, Ronaldo is basically seen as a god in Portugal, so replacing him or dropping him would take some proper balls, to be honest, Like, it's not easy. It's not an easy decision. I feel like at this point we all know if Ronaldo was replaced, he most probably would have thrown a tantrum. He would have been complaining whilst walking off the pitch, probably got to the bench, kicked, throw, I don't know, water bottles or something, but basically he would have thrown a tantrum. We know Cristiano Ronaldo, he doesn't like being replaced or substituted. We've seen this before. So I don't think Roberto Martinez is brave enough to do it. And to be honest, tonight I felt he needed to be replaced, man. He was poor. He was very poor. In as much as, like I said, Portugal were dominating, trying to score, creating chance after chance, taking shot after shot at Slovenia's goal. Jan Oblak was absolutely brilliant for Slovenia. He was just keeping everything out. Every shot that came his way, he saved. He had a very good game. He was almost the man of the match until the game went into penalty shootouts. But before that happened, as I said before, the game ended as 0-0 in normal time, and then it then went to extra time. And when it went to extra time, Portugal, again, they were trying to push for that winner, trying to force the issue, trying to see if they can get a goal to avoid going to penalty shootouts. And I think just before the first half of extra time ended, Diogo Costa was brought down in the box and a penalty was given by the referee. VAR checked it, they said, yep, they concurred, it was a penalty. And guess who steps up? Of course, who else if not Cristiano Ronaldo? And to be honest, as soon as he stepped up, I'm not going to lie, I got it wrong. I was sure he was going to score. I was 100% sure Cristiano was going to score. I was even saying, this is the moment we've been waiting for. The first goal in the Euros, you're going to score tonight. Let's see. Cristiano steps up and he takes a poor penalty. Like, I'm a big Ronaldo fan, but let's be honest, that penalty was poor. It wasn't a good one. What's his name? Jan Oblak made a good save. He saves it. And then the ball goes out for a corner, and I'm thinking, Cristiano, it's not your night tonight, mate. You've been poor all night. You've not been at it. You haven't been doing well. Like, don't get me wrong. Throughout the competition, Ronaldo has played well. He's been playing well, for Portugal. Yes, he's missed some chances. And yes, maybe he does affect the way in which Portugal play. But he hasn't been bad. He's been decent, But tonight, I thought it was a bad night for him. And as soon as he missed that penalty, and then it went to halftime in extra time, then we see Cristiano Ronaldo crying when the Portugal team and the coaching staff are doing that huddle, to try to motivate the players, to try and get them rehydrated. I then see Cristiano Ronaldo crying. And I'm like, what the hell, bruh? Like, honestly, you cannot be crying. You're the captain. Compose yourself, brother. Compose yourself. It's not the time for self-pity. The game's not done yet. It's only half time. There's 15 minutes to go. You're the captain of Portugal. Show leadership. You can't be crying now. You can't be falling apart. I mean, I'm seeing Diogo Dalot having to console him. What's his name? Even Jota as well. They're trying to console him to say, bro, we need you. You're our captain. You can still get us a winner in the second half of extra time. But no, he's there crying. I'm thinking, come on, Ronaldo, man. We can't have this. We can't have this. Compose yourself. You're the captain. The team needs you now. Your nation needs you. You know. But anyways, Portugal again keep on trying and pushing and pushing. And because Portugal were attacking so much, right? And basically throwing bodies forward. They were basically leaving gaps at the back. They were basically leaving Pepe and Ruben Neves as the only two players defending. And towards the end of the second half in extra time, Portugal were attacking, right? And then the ball was cleared by a Slovenia defender. And it basically fell to, what's his name? Pepe, who was the last man, the last line of defense for Portugal. But Pepe brought the ball down, tried to make a pass to Ruben Diaz, but then the pass was under hit and the ball fell directly to Benjamin Sesko. And we all know in a foot race, Pepe is never going to catch Benjamin Sesko. He is rapid. Sesko runs, goes one-on-one with Diogo Costa, and I think everyone by that time, we were all thinking, it's done. Sesko's going to score, and Portugal are going to get knocked out of the Euros. But guess what? Sesko comes up with the lamest finish ever. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to take the save away from Diogo Costa. It was a good save on his part, but if we're being honest, it was more of a rubbish finish from Benjamin Sesko. So, Diogo Costa saves the ball, and it remains at 0-0. I'm thinking, that was close. That was really, really close. Portugal were almost eliminated, but all thanks to Diogo Costa, it remains at 0-0. But anyways, a few minutes go on, the game ends. It then goes to penalty shootouts. And when it goes to penalty shootouts, I was now nervous for Portugal. I'm thinking, especially Ronaldo in particular, I'm thinking, you just missed the penalty against this guy about 15-20 minutes ago. Now you have to go up against him again. But what I wanted to see was, I wanted to see Ronaldo take on the leadership role. I wanted him to take the first penalty. I'm a big believer in that the captain must always take the first penalty. Unless if the captain is the goalkeeper or like your centre-back, then I understand. Such players are usually not the best at taking penalties. But if you're an offensive player or a midfield player and you're the captain, you should be taking the first penalty. So I was very happy to see Cristiano step up to take the first penalty for Portugal, which he did the stutter. I haven't seen him do that in a long, long time. Usually Ronaldo just goes, runs, and then smashes it in. But tonight, he basically did the stutter, you know, to see which side Oblak would fall. Oblak didn't budge. He stood firm. And then Ronaldo had to pick a side at the end of the day. He picked it, and he slot the ball in the back of the net. Very, very convincing manner. And I'm thinking, come on, that's more like it. That's what we want to see. It's good to see, you know, the captain has scored the first penalty. Then, the Slovenia player steps up. I'm not quite sure who it was. He steps up, and Diogo Costa saves the penalty. I'm thinking, come on. Now we're talking. Portugal. We have a chance now. We have advantage Portugal. So who steps up next for Portugal? Bruno Fernandes. I'm thinking, come on, this is Bruno. He scores this with his eyes closed. You know, he's good. He's so good at them. He's used to taking them week in, week out for United. So I expect him to score. Again, Bruno does it. He takes the most comfortable penalty. And the way he took it, so I think Oblak was even rooted to the spot. He didn't even move, you know. So that then gave Portugal the 2-0 lead over Slovenia on the penalty shootouts. Then the Slovenia player steps up again. And then I'm thinking, come on, Costa, can you save it? Can you pull a miracle? Save another one. And guess what? He saves it as well. I'm thinking, Diogo Costa, come on, bro. This is what I'm talking about. Bernardo Silva then steps up. Oh, actually, no, I got it wrong. The order was the Slovenia players were the ones to take the penalties first. So due to the fact that Diogo Costa had saved the first two penalties, when a third Slovenia player stepped up to take the third penalty, Diogo Costa saved it yet again. You know, there was basically a hat-trick of penalty saves from Diogo Costa in a row. And I'm thinking, yeah, this guy is top class. He is top class. Anyone who's been watching this channel knows that I've been saying that Man United need to sign Diogo Costa. I'm not just being reactionary because tonight he saved 3 penalties in a row. No, I've been saying this. I've been banging this drum that Manchester United need to get rid of Onana and sign Diogo Costa. And if I'm not mistaken, he's got a release clause of about £60 million. I mean, we flipping paid £50 million for Onana. We could have paid an extra 10 and gotten Diogo Costa, But guys, it's not too late. Try and throw in a young cheeky B to FC Porto. Maybe give them Onana plus 20, 30 million pounds, something like that. Let's see if we can get him. I'm just kidding. I know Man United won't get him. They won't do that. We're not that good. We're not that competent when it comes to transfers. But anyways, Diogo Costa, like I was saying, I've been a big fan of this guy for like the past 3 years now. I've been saying that whenever I've seen him in the Champions League, he's been decent, and he actually stepped up tonight for Portugal when his country needed him. So it was a good performance from him. And obviously, seeing as he saved the first 3 penalties, Bernardo Silva took the 3rd penalty for Portugal, and he tucked it away to give Portugal the 3-0 win, which was easy for Portugal when it comes to the shootout. But I'm not going to lie, in as much as Diogo Costa was absolutely brilliant, he was my man of the match, personally. I'm quite sure UEFA gave him the Player of the Match award. I'm not quite sure. I haven't seen it yet. But I'd like to think so due to the penalties he saved. I mean, he saved 3 penalties in the penalty shootout. And he saved the one-on-one with Benjamin Sesko, who, if I'm being honest, I don't think Benjamin Sesko is going to sleep tonight. He's not. He just won't be able to. I mean, he basically, I'm sorry, but he let his country down. He did. I mean, he didn't even have the balls to step up to take the penalty tonight. When it comes to the penalty shootouts. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think he took one. He let the defenders and fullbacks take the penalties. I'm thinking, what the hell's wrong with this guy? You're a striker. You should be saying, give me the ball. Let me take the penalty. But he didn't step up, But yeah, anyways, that's what happened with Portugal. Portugal go through by winning 3-0 on aggregate. So it's going to be Portugal versus France on Friday night. So if you have any plans on Friday night, guys, you may as well cancel them, because that game is going to be an absolute blockbuster. And before that, we've got we've got Spain versus Germany. And Friday is just a madness. It's back-to-back crazy games, So it's going to be very, very interesting to see. But anyways, but before I move on, I just wanted to say that Cristiano Ronaldo needs to make sure that he gives Diogo Costa a big thank you, because he saved him tonight. He really, really did. If Portugal had gone out after Ronaldo had dropped the stinker that he dropped tonight, because he was awful tonight, let's not lie. He was absolutely awful. And he even missed the penalty. If Portugal had ended up going out tonight, that would have been really sad, man. I mean, growing up, he was my favorite player. So to see him go out like that on a whimper would have been sad, It would have been sad. This is why I respect guys like Toni Kroos, who prefer to leave the game whilst they're still at the top, after winning a Champions League, and now he's possibly going to go out after winning the Euros with his country on home soil, So, but anyways, that's what happened tonight. Portugal won, and like I said, Diogo Costa was the man of the match. Cristiano owes him a big thank you. But yeah, anyways, moving it on, we also had another game between France versus Belgium. I'm not even going to waste too much time on this one. I'm going to try and be as fast as I possibly can. The game was boring. Absolutely boring. I can't lie. The lack of quality from both sides. I keep on saying, going into this tournament, I said France have got a very good squad. And I think they do have a big chance of winning it. Although I think Germany will be the ones to win it. I said France still have a very big chance to win it. But the more and more I watch France in this tournament, the more I'm convinced they're not going to do it. Like, they just can't do it. They're not capable. Didier Deschamps, look, okay, maybe to say they're not capable is wrong, because they just won a World Cup about a few years ago. But what I'm trying to say is, Didier Deschamps, man, his tactics are so negative. He is so negative. Like, don't get me wrong, he's a World Cup winner, so you have to give him some respect. But honestly, at this point, I feel like he's being carried by individual brilliance. Like, France used to be fun to watch, man. When they had Pogba and Conte in the middle of the pitch, Griezmann just in front, Giroud up top, Mbappe on the left. Like, that was a good France. Now, it's not like the talent has dried up for France. The talent is there. But this idiot Deschamps chose to leave players out like Michael Olise. He left him out. He brought Ousmane Dembele, who's absolutely hopeless, by the way. Absolutely hopeless. He brought that young kid Bakola. I can see why. He brought that Kolomwani as well. Not the greatest. Like, the striker he started with tonight in the Euros quarterfinals. He's starting with Marcus Thuram. Marcus Thuram in 2024. He's the starting striker for France. They've fallen off bad, man. Honestly. And the players are there. He just chose not to take them, this guy, Deschamps. But anyways, France were boring as usual. Absolutely pathetic. I mean, they don't get me wrong, they dominated Belgium. They had most of the chances, and Mbappe had a few chances, which some were saved, some were wide. You know, Tchouaméni had a few shots himself. I even saw Jules Koundé, he played very, very well. I think he created, I saw a stat which said he created about 4 or 5 chances tonight. He played well. And I even saw UEFA gave him man of the match. But personally, I slightly disagree. My man of the match was William Saliba. I thought the guy was an absolute rock at the back. I mean, I've never seen Romelu Lukaku actually get physically bullied by a defender like I saw him tonight. He was absolutely bullied by Saliba. Everywhere Lukaku went, Saliba was there to just either kick him or take the ball from him. But he just bossed him. Like, the game looks so easy for this guy. William Saliba. Another player who Deschamps refused to play for a long, long time. A long, long time Deschamps refused to play him. But only now he's finally seen the light, so at least he's brought him into the squad. I genuinely think, for me personally, he was the best player on the pitch. Completely nullified Lukaku. Everything that came into the box, he cleared. He was there. Strong, physical, quick, you know, very aggressive and good on the ball. I genuinely think William Saliba currently is top 5 centre-backs in the world. He's that good. He's so good, man. So good. But anyways, like I said, the France game was boring. They dominated the game. The chances they had, I can't say they were like clear-cut, but they had most of the chances than Belgium did. But towards the end of the game, Belgium did get a big chance. Big chance, which fell to Kevin De Bruyne in the box. And De Bruyne didn't score. He took the shot, but it didn't go into the back of the net. And I was just like, De Bruyne, that was the moment. That right there was the moment to actually step up and be a hero for your country. But it wasn't meant to be. And Randall Colomwani came off the bench and scored the most scruffiest, awful goal I've ever seen in this Euros. Like, it was bad, man. He basically tried to take a shot, but it was so wide off the target. But because I'm not quite sure which defender it was, it deflected off of the defender, and it basically went. It was supposed to basically go out for a throw, but because he had scuffed it, it hit the defender, and basically the keeper had already moved. It went in, and basically Colomwani got the winner for France. And basically, yeah, France march on, and they're going to be facing Portugal, as I said, on Friday night. So that's going to be very interesting. I feel like that game is going to go either one or two ways. It's either going to be very, very good, very open-ended, end-to-end stuff, exciting stuff, or it's going to be very, very boring. It's probably going to be the side-to-side stuff we've been seeing between France and Portugal. You know, I mean, Portugal started the tournament playing very well. First 2 games, they were excellent. But then the last group game, they didn't play well. Tonight, they weren't that great either. As for France are a disgrace. Apparently, they've only had 1 goal scored by a French player, all tournament. They've had 2 own goals, which the opposition has had to score for them. They've only scored 1 goal themselves. They've drawn, like, it's just bad for France, man. It's not looking good at all. Like I said, I thought they might be favourites for the tournament, but I don't think so anymore. I think it's between Spain and Germany. They're the 2 teams who are actually playing the best football in the tournament. If I'm being honest, in fact, it's Spain. Spain are playing the best football, but due to the fact that the game is in Germany, or the tournament is being held in Germany, I think Germany will go all the way to win the tournament for Toni Kroos. Maybe he can get the Ballon d'Or. But yeah, as I was saying, it's been a brilliant run of fixtures when it comes to the Euros, man. Drama after drama after drama, and so far I'm enjoying it. But yeah, anyways, those are my thoughts on both the games tonight. I mean, like I said, man, Cristiano Ronaldo, you owe your wages. You owe at least a month's worth of wages to Diogo Costa. He spared your blushes tonight. I mean, him and Pepe. I mean, Pepe was the one who gave Benjamin Sesko that ball in the last minute, and Sesko could have gone on to win it. So Pepe and Ronaldo, both of you owe a month's worth of wages to Diogo Costa. What a keeper, man. I'd love to have him at Old Trafford, but like I said, I don't see it happening anytime soon. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you thought in the comment section below. If you haven't already, please like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.